Today has been a very successful day, having in mind this is our 13th handover. So from number 1 to where we are on the 13th has been a continuous work in progress. That is why we endeavored to celebrate it today. And being now the last handover we are doing on the year 2023 makes it much more of a celebration again, because we've come a long way with these particular clans, and right now I know they are breaking the year 2023 with good news for their family and also new strategies for future. That is the year 2024. They will not begin as they began it 2023. So there are all reasons to celebrate for them.
My experience with Willstone has been good, actually, because it's the first project. So I have been coming to see what they are doing since the breaking of the ground. And to me, it has taken a very short time. I'm just surprised that by this time it is complete. I didn't expect it to be complete by this time. Every time I would come, I would find them. They are still continuing to do something, until finally, when I was here about a month ago, the house is complete. And today marks the climax of it. So it was my first project in housing, and it has been wonderful and marvelous with Willstone.
When we promised them we're going to give them houses in this duration of time, I think that has been a success for them. And most importantly, the journey we walk together. They're giving us views on how they want their houses be. We call it customization. And also challenging us to even perfect even on the designs we currently have. So everything that you see here or you get inside of these particular houses, you'll see just amazing thought in the concept of the house from the ground to where it is today, because the client has a contribution factor to dictate how they want their houses be. So today you see them smile. They are smiling because they know their thoughts of the houses they would have wished to have is what they are getting today. From the inception, the government mandate is to make sure that the citizens have the houses. But again, now comes to the question of it cannot do, just the government alone cannot just do the housing by its own self. It also requires now the private sector intervention, and that is why we are coming up to also add up to the numbers that the government is also planning to do. So if the government plan to do X numbers, we also do Y numbers. So the combination, we are moving forward as a country. And like we all know, everybody has their own preference. Maybe what I'm doing is not what someone else would do, would prefer the government one. And maybe someone would not prefer the government one, would prefer the private sector one. So a combination of that effort is what is making a positive stride in home ownership journey. And like recently we've seen the housing levy, the government is deducting everyone. I think we are all in support of that, because again, it comes a time we have to make hard decision, or the government has to make hard decision for people to benefit in future. So everything is progressive in a positive way, and that is why even as in private sector, we support them both.
So for somebody who would be interested in having a home in our country or outside country, wherever they are, I would want to tell them Willstone is the best. As far as I'm concerned, it is doing well, and because I'm on the ground, I am able to attest to this. So I would encourage any other person, wherever she is or he is, can invest with Willstone.
Home ownership dream should not shut down at the expense of things are difficult. So things are difficult and we're still living. So in the perspective of the still life even after, that is the more reason we should invest in homes. We have seen people invest in 1, 2, 3 homes, 3, 4 homes together, provided you have a capability. And to larry on much more on the younger generation, there's no better time as this time now, whereby you need to focus, see another bigger picture, so that you also reduce the burden of expenditures even in coming years, whereby you will now start paying school fees for your kid. Life will be a little bit more expensive because you're taking care of a bigger generation at your home place, and even those people who depend really on us. So accumulating all those things, the best steps right now by the 2024 begins begin with a home investment in mind, so that by the end of that year, you'll have a reason to celebrate, and much more, you plan your life accordingly, the way it is supposed to be.